Hey, what's going on, guys? Robby Blanchard here, and I'm super excited because in today's video I want to share with you a really cool segment which we call Where Are They Now? So the reason why we're putting together this video is because one of the big questions I get asked all the time is, Robby, I see people having success and getting their first $1,000 day, but what happens in the future with these students? Are they having success? Are they out on the streets? Like, what's going on? And so obviously, guys, these students are having success. They're continuing to have success, and that's why I want to do this segment today, because I want you to see firsthand why these students are having so much success and how it was not just a one-hit wonder, how they're continuing to change their lives and making even more money than they did in the past. So let's get into it right now. I'm super excited because we have another success story, and actually this is a continuing developing story here inside of Commission Hero. And so I am really excited because we have a success story here. This is Nick. Nick is obviously in Commission Hero, and you probably recognize Nick from a previous video that we did where Nick had his first $1,000 day. And so Nick actually joined, I believe it was what, April 1st, Nick? You joined?
Yeah, April 1st.
Awesome. So right now, as we're doing this, it's the 17th of June, and I think you had like one of the fastest kind of rises to that 1K day. Like, how long did it take you to get to your first $1,000 day?
You know, I started advertising, I think, so I did a week of the course, you know, watched everything twice.
Yep.
So we started advertising on the 8th, and I think it was the 24th. So I think it was 16 days of advertising to hit the 1K. So.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So Nick, dude, first of all, thank you so much for doing this interview. And I got to ask, man, like, how does it feel to have your first $1,000 day with Commission Hero?
Yeah, it's really exciting, but now I need the $2,000 day. So
now you're already past it. You're like,
yeah, 1,000. Yeah, forget about it. You know, now the next milestone. So
yeah, so you had that success right away, and obviously we did that interview, which was awesome. People love that, and so you know, one of the questions I always get asked all the time is like, Robby, like, does this continue to work? Is this just like a one-hit wonder kind of thing? And that's why I wanted to do this follow-up interview. And I like to do these interviews because, you know, the answer is obviously no. It's not just a one-hit wonder thing. You can continue to have success, as Nick will tell you in just a second here. So Nick, tell me, like, obviously we did that interview. I think it was, you know, it was like probably what, mid-April, beginning of May. We did that first interview. So how are things going now? Like since we last talked.
You know, it's been going really well. You know, for those that are in the inner circle, you know, you've seen my posts about, you know, shutdowns. I've had the challenges, you know, with my ad accounts. I actually had a conversation with a Facebook ad manager just before our meeting. Yep. And, you know, he's trying to help me get an ad account back. But I mean, it happens. And once Facebook gets their teeth in an ad account, it just feels like it's a little slower. And you gave me some great advice. Through those struggles, you said, just stop touching it.
Yeah.
Right? And so I stopped touching it, and really at that point started just focusing on going vertical, and things just really went well. You know, we just had our first $10,000 day. You know, we hit for the month or for the week, we hit like 55 grand. So yeah, really excited about that. But you know, there's a lot of challenges. I have other ad accounts I'm trying to warm up, and it's just, you know, it's the struggle is real. You know, it's day to day, but you have to work through it. And you know, I've shared before in my prior video, I'm a little bit of a workaholic. You know, I work about 55 hours a week and got a big family, and you know, I still make sure that I grind at this every day, every chance that I get. You know, we're grinding, and that's what you have to do to be successful. You have to work through all that stuff.
100%. 100%. I think that most people, when they start, you know, any business venture, they think it's going to be this like straight line to success, right? They think it's going to be, you know, smooth sailing on the way. And honestly and truly, it's not. It's not going to be like that. And no matter what business model you're in, there's always going to be bumps in the road. And obviously, you know, you had, and this is why I wanted to do this interview, is because, you know, you had a success right out the gate. I mean, within the first 16 days, your first $1,000 day, right? And probably in your head, you probably were thinking, oh man, this is pretty sweet. Like, I'm going to just keep on going up. And then you have a reality check, right? And it's like, boom, like, and so when you get to that point, I love, you know, obviously you did the right thing, but a lot of people, they get to that point, they do one of two things. They either say, okay, oh man, like this, I'm done. Like, I can't do this anymore. I quit, you know, or you just, you know, you kind of, you know, dust yourself off and you pivot and you continue to have success. And that's exactly what you did. And man, like it's only been what, 75 days since you've been in the course?
Yeah.
I think you said, right? And you just had your first $10,000 day, right?
Yep.
And your first $55,000 week?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that's insane. That's incredible. So, I mean, when you stop and think about that, I mean, like $10,000 in a day. Now, how much of that was profit?
$6,000.
6 grand. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, not.
So if you think, refunds right now are running 3 to 5%, but maybe up to 10. So take that out. But I mean, still, it's redunculous, really, if you think about it.
Oh, yeah. Nobody would be upset about that.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so what would you say your profit margin is? Like, so you did 55 grand for the week. So what was your profit margin on that?
Yeah, it's over 100% profit. So our ROI is over 200%. Yesterday was my first day in 2 weeks under 200%, and we were at 170.
Wow. And so, so for anyone that's watching, guys.
I was really disappointed with that, by the way, that 170. Are you kidding me? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then I had a reality check that you said as you scale, 150 is good. So, yeah.
150 is good. Yeah. You basically want more, a little piece of a big pie than a big piece of a pie. Sure. And that's awesome. And I think the fact that you're able to you're putting $1 in and getting $2 back, that's pretty sweet. So, Nick, I mean, this is why I love this, because I love how calm, cool, and collected you are too, about the fact that, you had, $10,000 a day, $55,000 a week. And so, obviously you had your ups and downs. You had some account shutdowns, which, we always talk about, that happens. But, what has been kind of like your, obviously you mentioned the tip that I gave you, but, what has been like kind of your mindset shift, like, from having success, having that first $1,000 day, getting shut down, and in that moment, what did you do to, like, get past that hump to be even more successful than you were, a month ago?
Yeah, it's just another challenge. When you have adversity, you have to rise up to it. You just got to figure out a way to make it work. And you've given us a lot of tools. We can use different profiles, different BMs, different ad accounts, appeals, taking it slower. And that's what you have to do. You just have to. You go to the inner circle, or if you're not in the inner circle, I highly recommend it. It's the best thing that I ever did. I joke about it being an accident, but it was the best accident I ever did.
Sure.
But even in the Facebook group, you have to ask questions. You have to learn from others. You have to watch all the videos. You just have to work through it. Period.
100%. And just to be clear, you're not doing private coaching or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. Because that's one thing everyone always, because this always, it always cracks me up where people are like, oh, well, to have success, you have to do this or you have to do that. Well, no, guys, you don't. Like, everything is laid out for you in the Commission Hero course. Obviously we have it in a circle, which, is just more coaching and more help and everything like that, which is, it's really a no-brainer. I think Nick would agree too. But, really, your success is up to you. Like, we give you everything. Like, but we give you the hammer, but you got to swing the hammer. That's the way it goes.
And I would say, private coaching. You and I talked about this. I wanted to do it. It was actually my wife that stopped me from that. And it was happy wife, happy life. It resonates with me. But I think having run businesses before and having some experience with Facebook, and I'm not afraid to do research and try to learn. And, I haven't just learned from Commission Hero. I'm taking all the ClickBank webinars. I'm doing their 30-day funnel challenges. Doing the Facebook training. I've shared this with everyone. They have to, this is their business. It is a business. You can't just, oh my goodness, look, I do these ads. I create a quick ad and I'm going to make $1,000 a day. It's not, yes, you can, but there's a lot more that goes into that.
For sure. And you should not have the mindset of, like just a short-term success. Like, you should be setting yourself up long-term, which I think is also, something that a lot of people struggle with. Because people jump in, they see success, and they want to have that right away. And a lot of times, like, you can't necessarily do that. Like, it's almost like when I, with my CrossFit gym, like when we have a new member that jumps into the gym, basically, like, they go gung-ho. Like, in the first workout, they're just like, 120% effort, and I'm just like, you are gonna puke. Like, you are 100% gonna puke. That's so. And they learn their lesson, right? So it's like, okay, now I need to learn. I got to pace myself for longer term success, right? The same thing inside of Commission Hero. Obviously, you're not gonna puke, but that's the way that works. So Nick, let's actually, if you don't mind, do you mind sharing your screen so everyone can see that?
Sure, of course.
This is a real deal.
I'm pretty happy with that. 3 days.
Yeah.
Within, averaging $1,000. So then today I should hit that.
All right. So here's my ad account.
Wow, look at that. Yep. Love it. That's awesome. Yeah. So you can see here, guys, like, I mean, you had 4,000.
Steady growth. You know what I mean?
Steady growth. Yeah. That's amazing. Right. And so you're just killing it, man. $10,000 a day, all this good stuff. And that's, That's amazing. And I
mean,
love
you
to
can see refund rates, aren't
Yep.
too terrible. So.
No, I mean, the refund rates are actually pretty low right now, which is awesome. So Nick, yeah, I mean, obviously, I want to do just a quick interview, like I said, just to give everyone up to speed on where you're at. So, so I guess kind of a silly question to ask, but do you think with Commission Hero you can have consistent success, long-term success?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't, if it was going to be, kind of you kind of think about that when you're having success, you're like, God, is it going to continue and everything else? And I mean, there's just dozens of people that have had success. It's not just me. There's, dozens, if not hundreds before me. And there'll be dozens or hundreds after.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. Now, what are your big goals going forward? Obviously you had a $55,000 week. Like, what's your big goal going forward?
Just growth. I don't have, I honestly do not have, I'm going to hit a certain amount and, that's where I'm going to be complacent. I have a personality. I mean, you maybe don't see that excitement, that maybe everyone is like, why is he not jumping up and down? Because I just want more. Yeah. I just want to continue growth, and I want to do, I believe in being the best that you can. So I want to do the most that I personally can do.
Mm-hmm. Love it. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I think you're just getting started, my friend. I think you have, there's a lot more growth coming your way, and we'll definitely do another updated, maybe in the next 75 days, we'll do another video here. So
yeah, sounds good.
It'll be a series. I love it. So awesome, Nick. So any last pearls of wisdom before we call it a day here?
No, I keep on resonating it. People will read in the inner circle and in the Facebook group. It's all about mindset, guys. 100% mindset. You have to believe that this is like I have no set stopping point. And as you can see, I'm just continuing to grow. So yes, I mean, it's great, to get to 500 a day or 1,000 a day, but I would encourage you to have a mindset that it's limitless for you and that only you set where you're going to stop.
100%. I love that. That's amazing. Like, mindset is everything. Once you believe in it, man, you can just, the sky's the limit. So
you're your own worst enemy.
Love that. I love that. Well, Nick, hey man, I really appreciate you doing this. I know that everyone's going to be really inspired.
You're welcome.
Fired up by your testimonial. And so guys, if you're watching this video and you're in Commission Hero, then even more reason to keep on pushing forward, and so you can have your own success like Nick's having. If you're not in Commission Hero yet, then what the heck? What are you doing, guys? There'll be a link somewhere on this page where you can jump in and get started today, so that way you can be our next success story and make as much money as Nick's making, right? So that's it for me, guys. Nick, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, take care.